So, what's next?
Objection! Die neue Folge von Aston Investigations natürlich mit Cedric und mir. Hallöchen, Cedric.
Hi!
Well, we found a few answers, but there's still a few things left that we have to ask a certain person about. Let's go, Kay! And
Okay.
shove things up our ass. Was? Nein, natürlich nicht.
Das ging echt schieß. Mr. Edward, sir! You've got to hurry, sir! Come on!
Oh, was ist jetzt passiert? What is it, detective?
I found a blue Badger costume down in front of the main gate, sir!
What?
Isn't that what one of the kidnappers was wearing? Bingo! That's why you've got to come to the main gate with me right now! If we hurry, we still might be able to get there before Wolf Boy does, sir!
Alright, let's make haste to the main gate. Oh mein Gott, einfach alle fast im Lauf.
They do be running though. Oh,
Das ist das weirdeste Tubi-Content aller Zeiten. Und, okay, das war's mit dieser Folge, Leute. Ciao und bis zum nächsten Mal.
Ja, wir werden nie wieder eine Folge aufnehmen, Leute. Tut uns leid.
Das war auch eine gute Folge jetzt, oder?
Ja, also, können wir strecken hier irgendwie, keine Ahnung. Wir können jetzt noch ein bisschen über irgendwas reden. Wie war dein Tag?
Ja. Und wir kommen zurück zu einer neuen Folge.
Schade!
Where's the costume detective Gumshoe?
Just on the other side of the fountain, sir.
Oh mein Gott, das wäre ja Mord.
Warum haben wir den nicht gesehen? Was it out here in the open all along? No, it was discovered in tall grass back there.
Das sieht aus wie die zweite Hälfte von diesem Pendant, was wir hier haben.
Nee, echt?
Oh mein Gott, apropos.
Das sind die Flügel, bestimmt.
Apropos, das ist ein Pegasus, ja.
Ja.
Okay, dann ist es confirmed. Ja.
Das sind die fucking Flügel. We moved it out here in order to examine it more thoroughly.
Ja, thoroughly. Let's get down to it.
Ja.
Zeig mir deine dead-ass eyes. Blue Badger.
Ja, bitte.
This headpiece. This must be the Blue Badger Officer Meekins crossed paths with.
Oh, the nerve of someone throwing a blue badger away like this. I worked so hard to create this character. It's like my baby. How could someone do this, sir? How?
Detective, how about channeling your anger towards finding the culprits?
Good idea. Oh, wait until I get my hands on it. So who are they, Mr. Ashford?
Why don't you try figuring out yourself for a change? Okay.
Vielleicht ist so einfach eine Vase,
we
wer
have
weiß.
here? Die Flügel.
Oh, it's another pendant. That's 2 treasures in one day. How lucky is that? And hey, this pretty baby's made of platinum silver too.
Another pendant on top of the one we found on Mr. Deacon. Is it possible that these two... Hold it right there! Oh mein Gott, das war eine komische Stimme.
Ja, war's wunderbar. Ja, siehst
Hands off, Mr. Prosecutor. You sure know how to cross the line, don't you?
Du musst immer wenn er seine Sonnenbrille so abzieht, musst du einfach dieses Miami Vice.
Wie geht das? Hä? Yeah! Nein, wie geht das Sound? Ja, genau. Yeah. A pendant, huh? This is a very decisive piece of evidence. How can you tell? Look here and read off what did you see. Oh wow.
Lauren Dick.
Can I make it any more obvious? Oh, sie ist sogar da.
Damn.
Aha, we have you now, Miss Kidnapper. No, you don't understand.
Oh Gott.
Ich habe ihn nur ganz tot gesprochen, ne? Ich habe gar keine richtige Stimme für ihn. Lolly, I can't believe you were one of my kidnappers. Lance.
You kidding? Miss Pops was one of the kidnappers?
Yes.
Oh.
It was me. I had Lance hostage. Ich bin nicht sehr überzeugt davon gerade. So, Miss
also
Pops...
sie kann ja einer der Kidnapper sein, aber sie ist wahrscheinlich keiner der Mörder.
Nee, ihr Vater war ja einer der... Also, sie hat bestimmt was damit zu tun, aber es ist... Sie wusste vielleicht davon, aber ich glaube nicht... ich bin mir nicht sicher, was ich denken soll gerade. So Miss Pops is one of the kidnappers. But even knowing that, I can't call this case solved or over. Hey guys, case closed.
Ja, einer kann's aber wohl.
Get the car ready, and I mean the special one for this young lady. Hold it! Heh, again, Mr. Prosecutor? What is it this time? Are you proposing that Miss Pops is also the culprit in the murder case? What happened? I thought Officer Meekins was your suspect. Huh, we found it. Found what? That officer's gun. He literally dropped it in the middle of a thick patch of grass. Your country's police are sham. Let's look at how careless they are.
Who are you calling a sham? Even though you're right.
The officer's gun didn't show signs of having been fired, so it can't be the murder weapon. So Officer Meekins has been cleared of all charges, I see. And that's when a brand new suspect comes walking onto the scene. The murder only happened because the kidnappers started fighting amongst themselves. Among us. As I recall, it was you who said that, right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Miss Pops, did she really kill Mr. Deacon?
Yes, I killed him. Das war ihr Vater.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either. Thanks for the confession. Objection! Agent Lang, it's much too early to declare this case closed. Look at you, so sure of yourself. We've got the culprit's own confession and some very incriminating evidence. What more could you ask for? Miss Lauren Pops.
Du fragst für die Frau?
Yeah, yes. Also ist es auch ein Anagramm? I want to hear it from you. Tell me your side of all that has happened today, from kidnapping to the murder.
Ich glaube, Pops ist einfach nur ein Fake Name.
But why? I'm a kidnapper and the killer. Isn't that enough? It's fine if you're the one behind everything, but only if that is the truth. Oh mein Gott, sie ist dabei, ihre Haare abzuschneiden.
Ja.
Now then, will you tell us the truth? Or is there some reason why you can't? Glaubst du, der junge Lance hat auch was damit zu tun?
Ja, Lance hat hundertprozentig auch was damit zu tun.
I've had a change of heart. I think I'd enjoy seeing you sulk away as the losing mutt. Alright, you heard me. Let's hear about all these evil deeds you committed today. Wir sagen ihr, dass sie es nicht gewesen sein kann. The one who came up with the kidnapping claim was the butler, Mr. Deacon. We knew that we could get rich by holding Lance hostage. Mr. Marno would pay anything to get his son back after all. Everything was going according to plan. Oh mein Gott. But as soon as we got the money... Ich hab mich an was erinnert.
Hä?
Ich weiß, warum sie das Geld gebraucht haben. Okay.
Oh.
Mr. Deacon turned on me and tried to kill me. There, are you satisfied? She just confessed to her crimes a second time. At least you have the guts to admit what you've done. I can at least respect that much. Miss Pops, is what you just said really the truth? Yes, it is. If that is the truth, it certainly isn't the whole truth. Because there's something that seems a bit too improbable in her confession. Aha.
Ab geht's. Wie war's?
Ab geht's.
Ja, pressen, oder?
Ist das dein letztes Statement?
Nee, beim Money.
Ja, ich
pressen.
weiß. Aber warum?
Wo ist das Geld?
Ja, okay. Das ist ein guter Grund. Hold it!
Also ich...
Would you mind telling us a little about the plan itself?
Ja, würde nicht nach dem Geld fragen.
Well, first we captured Lance.
Oh, how did you do that?
Well, Mr. Deacon did that on his own, so I don't quite know.
Bah! And here I thought you knew how to steal people away.
I shudder to think what she would do with such knowledge. Sorry, I really don't know, but somehow Mr. Deacon was able to contain him. All we had to do after that was wait for the ransom to be paid, but...
Okay.
Warum? Why do you think he did? I have no idea, but maybe he had planned on doing so from the very beginning.
Miss Pops.
Wait, speaking planned to kill Miss Pops from the very beginning? Was that ever really likely to happen? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Klar.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't think what you just claimed is all that likely. Huh? I don't think Mr. Deacon would have ever been capable of killing you. But why? We were total strangers!
Oh!
It's not uncommon for people to kill each other over money. Hold it! Miss Pops, you really are clueless, aren't you? What do you mean? You never knew what your role in the kidnapping was, nor do you know who you really are. Warte, sie weiß nicht, dass es ihr Vater ist? But I do, and I can show you with this piece of evidence. This proves that Mr. Deacon wouldn't have been able to bring himself to kill Miss Pops.
Das ist... Oder halt... ja, so entweder
Also wir haben viele Optionen, ja, wir haben... Take
ja,
that!
Nehmen wir das mal, ja.
Why are you showing this to me? So what about that pendant?
Wie einfach dazu kommt, so was geht ab?
This pair of wings, along with this piece of evidence, shows who you really are. Take that! These two pendants resemble each other, wouldn't you agree?
Hey, you're right. They're the same color and they're made of the same material.
I believe that these two pendants are actually one. Oh Gott, shall we give it a try?
Das war schrecklich.
Das war, sorry, ich weiß auch nicht.
Wow, it's totally Pegasus.
But why? Why does my pendant match up with Mr. Deacon's?
You're a smart lady. I'm sure you can imagine why that might be.
Well, no, that can't be.
So the two make a set. Heh, it's just another trinket. It's not as though this changes anything. You lack imagination, Agent Lang. Very well, I'll show you with this evidence. This is the piece of evidence that gives meaning to the Pegasus pendant.
Jetzt kommt's.
Ups.
Fast. Ja, das halt.
Yeah. Take that! Oliver Deacon was just an alias for this man. His real name was Colin Deveray, the name that is etched on the horse pendant. What? An alias? I suppose he had to hide the fact that he was a felon somehow in order to live, and it makes sense given what is written in Mr. Deveray's dossier. But what I really wanted to point out was this. This specific section is what reveals the true meaning behind those pendants.
Wife and daughter? Daughter? Vor allen Dingen? I don't fucking know. Ja.
Take that!
Sex.
Mr. Deveray had one daughter, and it's lucky, and her name is Lauren Pops.
That's a lie! That person was not my father!
He couldn't come out and tell you he was your father because he was in hiding. However, I believe he was trying to secretly watch over you. Do you still believe that a man like that could kill the daughter he was separated from? Or even that such a man would allow his daughter to get involved in a kidnapping plot? Not so fast! And what is so funny, Agent Lang? You're good at making things up in your head and deciding it's the truth, aren't you? What are you trying to say? Your thinking is much too innocent. After all, I have thought of another possibility. Is that so? Well, let's hear it.
Damn.
Es war Meekins.
I'll grant you that the two of them are father and daughter. But isn't it possible that they both knew that fact? It was no coincidence that the reunited pair became involved in the house of Amano. And the two of them made good use of their meetings to plan this little kidnapping. Wouldn't you say my scenario is perfectly probable as well?
Nö.
So this is his version of how things might have been.
You don't have any proof that either one didn't know of their true relationship, right?
You mean they not only committed the kidnapping as father and daughter?
That's right. As one really rotten family.
Is that really what happened? I had better take a long, hard look at the evidence.
Long and hard.
Just like another possibility.
Hart und schwierig.
Diese Folge ist so krass. Und jetzt auch. So, was haben wir denn noch? Ich presse einfach überall. Hold it! One is a butler and one is the friend of a son, you mean?
They probably thought that was their best shot.
Is that what you honestly believe?
Of course.
Traurig.
That's so sad. Hold it! You mean how they plotted to commit this crime as blood relatives?
Can you think of a better way, partner? They're certainly a clever pair.
The butler and the girlfriend, no one would ever suspect that they were, in fact, family.
Was mit dem Gärtner?
Yes, from the very beginning they painstakingly practiced those roles well.
Sagt echt nicht viel, immerhin. Hold it! I believe you're being a bit too overconfident for someone with no evidence.
Am I? Because I don't see you presenting any evidence to the contrary.
Fuck!
Without evidence to count him, we're stuck at a draw. Agent Lang isn't wrong. The scenario is certainly a probable one.
You better hurry up and do something, or Lone is gonna wind up looking really bad.
I know, but first things first. Is Agent Lang's line of logic factually correct? Did the two of them really knowingly commit the crime as father and daughter? Precisely. And what father would ever willingly kill his own daughter?
Not so fast! I've seen a lot of things in my travels, and I can tell you that being related by blood is sometimes proof of nothing.
Okay.
Lang! Ich glaube, ich hab was.
Okay.
Warte, nimm noch mal ganz kurz, geh einfach mal durch bis zum Ende, damit er nochmal diesen letzten Dialog sagt, wo normalerweise immer so ein Hinweis kommt. Also, wenn er halt alles, genau. Weiter. Noch eins. Noch eins. Da. Did the two of them really... Da war doch noch ein dritter dabei. Wir haben doch rausbekommen, dass noch ein dritter ist. Können wir das irgendwo präsenten?
Das ist ein sehr gutes Argument.
Aber wo können wir das präsenten?
Wir haben den dritten noch nicht als Evidence, glaube ich.
Stolen Costumes, oder? Das kann nicht sein, the two of them? Nee, das waren ja 3, haben wir das muss über die Stolen Costumes, müsst ihr das rausgefunden.
Das ist absolut gerechtfertigt. Objection!
Ja, nicht einfach 10 Minuten daran gearbeitet.
Quatsch, Rick, das ist instant rausgefunden. This kidnapping wasn't planned by just 2 people alone.
Aber jetzt haben wir doch so einen richtig schlechten Cut gesetzt.
And what kind of proof do you have of that? Quite simply, there were 3 kidnappers. 3?
2 hours later.
4 costumes were stolen from the Wild Wild West area's backroom. We found one of them in the kidnapper's hideout, but as for the other 3, we can assume that they were being worn by 3 different people. We also found a seat of 3 cups and 3 folding chairs that were used in the hideout. It all clearly points to a 3-man group, the Blue Men Group, and I believe the 3rd person is the real mastermind behind the kidnapping. Oh my god, I'm hart am Schwitzen. Who is this mastermind? I present to you the brains behind the kidnapping. Oh mein Gott.
Es ist Lance.
Wir dürfen ihn wirklich auswählen.
Oh, es ist 100% Lance.
Take that! Oh, wir haben es geschafft.
Ich bin so schlau!
Wir sind alle schlau.
Ja,
Lance
ich hab's als erstes deduced.
Ach, Cedric, du hast deduced. Was ist hier? Ich hab schon deduced, habe ich noch gar nicht das Spiel gestartet. Yes, this abduction was in fact schemed up by Lance himself. Recall what he has said when he appeared before us.
Did you see the faces of your kidnappers?
No, I didn't see the faces but 2. One was a woman. However, there were 3 kidnappers, which is in direct contradiction to what he said. But I know I only saw 2 people.
This guy was being held hostage. It's possible he couldn't see all 3 of them.
Ah, yes. About what you... I have my doubts about what happened then. Lance, would you mind telling... No. I just had to really... Oh mein Gott. Ich kann nicht.
Du kannst nicht mal mit Bits machen.
Nein. Lance, would you mind telling us what happened while you were being held captive? I really don't remember much anymore. Honest. And if I don't tell you at least something, you won't believe me at all, will you? No.
Oh nein, nicht noch eins. Gut, damit enden wir die Folge.
Echt? Alles sicher? Also, okay.
Ich glaube, wir haben 20 Minuten.
Ja,
Selbst wenn wir das alles rauscutten, die 18 Stunden.
Okay, wenn wir es rauscutten? Okay. Na dann.
Ja.
Ciao, bis zum nächsten Mal.
Ciao.